found out my girlfriend is sharing the same room and bed with her gay guy friend. I told her I was not okay with it, and she got defensive, accusing me of ruining her trip. So I broke up with her, and now she is asking, how can you do this? So, I, 28M, have been dating my girlfriend, 26F, for 2 years. She recently traveled back to her hometown to attend a close friend's wedding. She was staying in a nice hotel with 3 friends from back home, 2 women and 1 guy. I've never met these people in person, just seen their photos and heard some stories about them. She specifically mentioned this guy friend before and said he's gay. I took that at face value and never questioned it. Anyway, during one of our calls while she was at the hotel, I asked her how the trip was going, normal relationship stuff. She started describing the hotel, how beautiful it was, how well decorated the rooms were, etc. She mentioned they had booked 2 rooms. So I asked, oh, so who's bunking with who? She got a bit vague and then finally admitted, she's sharing a room, and specifically a bed, with a guy friend. Not a separate bed, not a couch situation, but the same exact bed. I immediately told her this crosses a boundary for me. Look, I get that he's supposedly gay. But I didn't grow up thinking it was ever okay for my partner to share a bed with another guy. I don't care about his sexual orientation. To me, it's about basic respect and transparency. Why didn't she just say this to me up front before I had to drag the details out of her? She knew damn well how I'd feel, why else would she avoid giving a clear answer? When I told her it bothered me, she got defensive and angry. She started accusing me of ruining her trip and acting insecure. Then she basically gave me an ultimatum, you can break up or stay, but I'm not discussing this anymore. She flat out refused to even talk about it after returning. After that call, she hasn't bothered to contact me, and I've made no move to reach out either. I decided I'm done. After 2 years together, I'm not going to stick around if she shows this level of disrespect and then stonewalls me. I brought this situation up to a few friends for perspective. A couple of them said I was justified, trust is built on clear communication and mutual respect, and what she did felt shady. Others said I'm overreacting, he's gay, why are you worried? Or what if one of the girls is bi or lesbian, would you be fine if your girlfriend shared a bed with that girl just because she is a girl? But that's not the core issue. The issue is that she hid the sleeping arrangement until I basically interrogated her, and when I expressed that it made me uncomfortable, she brushed me off, acted like I was insane for caring, and then gave me the breakup if you don't like it line. I'm feeling like this is a serious red flag, not just the bed sharing part, but the complete dismissal of my feelings. After 2 years, I'd expect more consideration. It's not that I'm insecure or jealous of this guy, again, I've never even met him, but imagine it the other way around. If I went on a trip and slept in the same bed as another woman without being straightforward about it, how would she feel? So, am I wrong for wanting to walk away from this relationship over what she insists is no big deal? I'm seriously on the fence here because some of my friends are making me feel like I'm over the top for considering a breakup. But at the end of the day, I feel blindsided and disrespected. Top comments. Your reaction is understandable. You set a boundary, and she broke it. Also, her giving you an ultimatum like that is a glaring red flag. Comment, YTA. If you don't trust her, then you should break it off as she deserves better. Let me tell you, a bed is for sleeping, not everyone sleeping together is trying to fuck each other. Update. First off, thanks to everyone who commented on my original post. A lot of you called me insecure or an asshole, but plenty of others understood where I was coming from, and I appreciate that. I want to clarify once again, this was never solely about her sharing a bed with a gay guy. It was more about how she handled the entire situation. She knew that sleeping in the same bed with him might be a sore point. Otherwise, why not just mention it outright instead of waiting until I asked multiple times? But beyond that, what really pushed me over the edge was her immediate shutdown. She didn't even want a conversation. She just said something like, you can break up or stay, but I'm not discussing this further, and then went completely silent on me for the rest of her trip. I might have been open to a real talk when she got back. But she never showed any willingness to communicate. No texts, no attempts to clear the air. She left me stewing in my own thoughts for days. After 2 years together, that's a red flag I can't ignore. So I stuck to my decision and ended things. On the day she was scheduled to return, she suddenly called me, wondering why I wasn't at the airport to pick her up. I told her straightforwardly, I've broken up with you. She got angry and asked how I could do this. I pointed out that she herself said I could break up if I didn't like the situation. She never tried to check on me or talk things through after that blow-up. Why would she assume I'd still be waiting, ready to pick her up, after she basically told me to deal with it or leave? I offered to book her a cab home, which I did. After that, she contacted me again, wanting to at least talk. She tried saying it was nothing, that he's just a friend, that he's gay so he's basically one of the girls, and that I was being insecure. She kept telling me to trust her. I told her the same thing, it's not just about the bed sharing, it's about how you handle the problem, refusing to discuss it, leaving me hanging, and acting like I was crazy for being upset. That's not the kind of communication I want in a long-term partner. After that exchange, I blocked her on every platform. I'm not interested in rehashing this. The way she dismissed my feelings and then, after the trip, expected me to be waiting with open arms like nothing happened. Sorry, but that's not happening. I'm done.